Hello, gentle viewers. This is Indian, welcoming you to a new episode of Franchise Hockey Manager 3 as the Colorado Avalanche. We just completed our 4th season, and as you can see, it wasn't a great season, but it wasn't a bad season. And again, it's looking like the anomaly was 2018-2019. Our task today is to try to make our team better. And that's our task every day. Fair enough. But we'll begin with the draft. We're 12th overall, which means we should get at least one decent prospect. There's a whole bunch of 5-star prospects left. I did not expect that. Okay. We did a really good job scouting all these Swedes, right? Okay. There was a 4-star goalie. Can I rely on him being ready by the time our second pick comes around? I probably can't. Okay, so we want a playmaking center ideally. So we're either going to pick Jansen or Hammerstein. He's not a very good playmaker. He's a good defensive player. I could not care less about a player like that. He's not physically strong, and he doesn't score a lot of goals. So these are two guys who mostly appear to be... Neither one seems like a major goal scorer. What about Vintanen? Oh, he's going to fall apart. He's a good skater. These are all kind of damning with faint praise. Physical play. Outstanding stand. See, these are all just really good skaters who don't happen to be great hockey players. Here we go. Goal scorer, not a great playmaker. Difficulty playing under pressure. We really need a center, though. You say he's got 5-star potential, but these scouting reports just seem... Let's take Jansen. I think highly enough of him and his size that I think he'll turn out to be okay. Please don't take the goalie. Disappears when the game is on the line. Well, we need goalies. That's not really a topic for discussion. So I will happily pick one in the second round. And then I want... Oh, no. I am not touching Dahlin. Not even a little bit. Oh, no. I can see where these guys fell. He's not great with the legs, but... Scouting. Doesn't score goals, plays defense really well. Yeah, we'll draft him. We do need some defensive depth. Pick until human. His head's kind of weak, but he's a good playmaker. Let's take him. He's not really a playmaker. What about Palmer? I like his durability. He's a good defensive wing. We can draft him. The world needs power forwards, just as it needs other players. Okay. Let's look at skater ratings. No, I don't want that. I want... Maybe I do. He's really good physically, and he's a good shooter. So we will happily take him or Fowler. Fowler's a really good shooter and a good skater. Yeah, I'm going to take him. Who's the best shooter left in the draft? Holy snot. A 20? I'll take a chance on that. And that's it for the draft. So, we now finish exactly one day, and we got some decisions to make. Nope. Okay. His contract, you know what, I might actually have to go up to free agency day. That's fine. What about JOST? You can't play college hockey this year, you idiot. You've played for 4 years. You know what, we'll play up till the day free agents file. I think that's the problem. I hope that's the bloody problem. I am not happy right now. I am not in the least bit happy with his concept. I want to play college hockey. That's not how college works, idiot. You can't play 5 full seasons of college hockey. And you can't try to convince me you redshirted your freshman year. I don't care about Punarine right now. Oh, I should probably see if there's any other possible free agents. Rennie, you can walk. Tatar can walk. Neil can walk. I would like to keep Barry, but not at that much money. What do you want? A lot. Oh, I'll let you test the market. That's fine. Finish today. Yeah, for those of you who might not be American, you only get 4 years of eligibility in any sport unless you do what's called redshirting your first year, which you don't play the first year, and then you get to defer that year of eligibility. But he played 20 minutes a game in his first year. And he played for like 50 games. He didn't redshirt. JOST should not be able to go back to college and be eligible to play hockey. If he still is, something is very, very wrong with this game, and I'm going to be very irritated. Because that literally makes no sense. I'm hoping it's the contracts don't quote-unquote expire till after free agency, which should also hopefully let me sign Costin, because he didn't get renewed. I don't think. We're losing a lot of free agents this year, but it should free up a lot of money against the cap. And that should make us major players for any free agent we pretty much want. I'm going to be so upset if we can't sign JOST, if he keeps saying he wants to play college hockey. Because that's not an option for you anymore, my friend. Okay, people retired. I don't care. Wait, what? Oh. And he got worse. He was a disappointment. That's fine. Let's delete all the messages. All of them. And let's get to work. JOST. There we go. Okay. Meet demand. Submit offer. Bam. Upgrade. Costin. He doesn't want to play in the United States. You son of a... How much longer do I have your stupid rights? Costin. I have him until 2021. Well, he wants to play in the European Junior League. Okay. Alright, who else do we have that's worth talking to for a contract? Lundestrom, maybe? He wouldn't mind playing for us. Let's go ahead and grab him, too. Submit offer. Anyone else I feel like bothering with? Costin, but he's not wanting to sign with me. Whose rights are expiring soon? Who else expires? No one expires in 2020. I've got everyone else for at least a year. That's good. Yeah, I should have started with this. I think he wants to play in European Junior Hockey, and so Costin won't sign with me. Which is really frustrating. I've already made him an offer. Jonah might sign with us. What are you good at again, my friend? He's a good goal scorer. You know what? If you will sign, I will sign you. He will. Okay. Another entry-level contract. Submit offer. Okay. Finances. Yeah, we've got a lot of money to work with here. Let's look at free agency. Seriously? That's the best you've got, is 3 stars. I will sign Mark Friedman as a replacement for Barry. Oh, he's a restricted free agent. Sure, I'll sign you. You can't be a free agent. You're my guy. We're just going to sign a bunch of defensemen and see what we get. This is going to be a very busy offseason for us. I can't believe Costin doesn't want to come to the United States right now. That makes me sad. I was counting on him. But I think it's time to give our own players we've developed more playing time. That includes Sveshnikov. That includes Rantanen. Because I think they have the capabilities to be goal scorers. Even if they're, 80% of our dude, of the old guys, they're at like 10% the cost. Oh, and Panarin is ready to come back. That's good news. Go to the active roster. Okay. Happy. Trade. I'm just going to take Landeskog off the list. No one's giving me serious offers. Let me look at something. Okay, yeah, we're gonna need to add a whole bunch of people to our squad. I'd need a lot of goalies too. Holy shit. You're at least now a full star. That's something. He's still playing in the KHL. I think I already offered you a contract, so you'll be signing hopefully relatively soon. What happened to everyone else? Oh, Asplund is left wing. Now he's not a center anymore. Yeah, it's fine for the moment. Oh, we do need goalies. That's number one position I need help at. I will offer you a contract. Oh, whoopsie. No, I do not want to hand you over as an unrestricted free agents. There we go. Could sign Marc-Andre Fleury. He wants a 1-year deal. That's fine. I will make that offer. I'll sign you, and then I'd like to get one more goaltender. He's relatively young. 27? Sure. Pardon me. Fine. Let's sim a week ahead. I kind of regret not actually trying to offer Barry more money. Marc-Andre Fleury easily signed the contract. You know what? Who are my dudes that I have RFA sheets on? I don't think I have any that I can do anything with right now. We'll talk to people later on, that's fine. So I've got a backup goaltender. This is good news. That's going to be all about Pickard, which is fine. I don't object to Pickard being my starting goaltender. Ty Smith signed. Jonas signed. This is both excellent. Let's send you to the AHL right now. You can stay on the main roster because I think you'll get a decent amount of playing time. JOST signing is the most important thing for us, by far. We might try Costin again here in a couple of minutes if he hasn't found a new home. All right, both of you guys succeeded. It's not really a free agent. Jake Bean. How good were you again? I'll give you one more shot, and if you don't take it, you don't take it. I'm not going to spend a whole crap ton of money on someone who's not that brilliant. Let's put you in the AHL for the moment. Oh, that's right, I was going to check Costin again, wasn't I? I wish you would get warnings about things like a player like Costin, who's not likely to want to play in the United States. I wish you would have just told me. Good. He's going to be a big boost to this team. I'm really pleased with that. When did I draft you? You were a draft pick not too long ago, weren't you? 30. Yeah, you were a second round pick. Okay. Cool. Good puck handler, good at getting open. Tough, fast. Defensive ratings could use some work, but overall pretty happy. Pretty happy. We have 3 more players that we'll need to add to the main roster. Changed your mind, buddy? God damn it. Freaking Moscow signed you again. And now I can't have him because he's a KHL player again. I'm getting really tired of your crap right now. You were a 4th overall draft pick, and I'm not remotely close to signing you. I hate you. Hayden Fowler, not that good, at least not yet. Let's promote Bear and Anderson. And then I don't think I can sign you. Yep. Bermstrom. Maybe Fonstad. Could maybe sign him. I keep reading, you can't actually offer a contract from this screen. I would like at least one more center on the roster. Okay. Only unrestricted free agents, and then let's see what we have here. I kind of like a Ryan Spruill wouldn't be a bad signing. Let's make him an offer. Ooh, no, you want quite a bit of money. I'd rather sign a guy like Orlov if we're going to go that far. Yeah, definitely. Okay. We've been making a lot of signings this season. But that's one of the benefits when you shed like $15 million off your payroll in the person of 3 players. So we'll see what happens next. Who signs, who doesn't. JOST alone is a major boon to this team. Costin, I have to live without for 2 more seasons. It's starting to get kind of old. Spruill signed with the Coyotes. Okay, Forsberg, you're going to the AHL. Not take it back, you're going to go to the ECHL. Yeah. Damn it, Costin. Thing is, he's an amazing player, so I don't want to trade his rights, but I'm also not super keen on the fact he keeps signing in Russia. It makes him a little bit more of a longer play. And while I'm sure he'll be awesome when I do get him, I want him now. Which I find very irritating. Orlov and Bean both signed. Bean, you're going to be going to the AHL to start. Orlov is going to stay in... I keep wanting to say the majors, which I guess doesn't make much sense. There's a lot of room for improvement here, but I think that's good. I think that's good. Yeah, this is pretty okay. So excited to have JOST. Look at that passing and puck handling and offensive read. He's so fast. Oh. A full season of Sveshnikov would be very nice as well. We've got roughly the same caliber of team, but for a lot cheaper, which is great. Perfect. Current salary $66 million. That's fine. There's not really anyone else I want to sign, if I'm honest with you. I'm going to just let the offseason continue. I don't think I have any more contract offers out either. Yeah, as long as Barry, Tatar, and O'Neill don't go all to the same team, it should be a net, maybe a net gain for me. The problem is I don't have the 4 and 5 star players. And Kostin and Sveshnikov are my best chances at either of those. Whoopsie. I can't have you on the active roster. You can go to the AHL. There might come... I might start watching the waiver wire, but the problem is I don't think I'm going to get any 4-star players that way either. The only really way to get them is either in the draft or free agency. And it just hasn't been that quality of player. When he becomes available, Kostin is going to be that kind of player. But he keeps staying in Russia, and I can't make him come to America, even if I say threw a bag over his head and dragged him across the Atlantic. Literally? Probably not literally, but quite close to literally. July the 14th. That's a holiday of some kind. It might be Flag Day. No, it's not Flag Day. Is it? Why does July 14th seem familiar to me? I don't know. It was July 14th a couple days ago, but that's purely coincidence. That's not what I'm talking about. So, have we upgraded the team? JOST is... Finally getting him is a big deal. Just a good, solid, outstanding center is going to make a world of difference on this team. More opportunities for players like Rantanen and Sveshnikov, I think, will also help the team in the long term, if not exactly in the short term. You don't replace offense like Tatar brought easily. Defensively, we're probably a little bit worse, but only because we lost Barry. And I think Orlov is going to somewhat make up for that. So we're at least as good as we were last season, and there's enough opportunities for growth that we didn't have last season that it's fair to say we might be better this season. A lot depends on Pickard. If Pickard continues to play goalie at least marginally well, somewhere between, then I think we've got an excellent chance of pulling in those 40 or 45 wins we'll need to increase our chances of getting a playoff spot. Beyond that, I don't know. We're still limited by the goaltender. And I think the kid I drafted in the second round this season could be a fantastic goaltender. But from what I understand about the NHL, goalies take a long time to develop. I can't think of, maybe Rick DiPietro when he played for the Islanders. He might have been someone that started the moment he was drafted, but he would be the only one that I can think of off the top of my head. You almost always have to play in the minor leagues of hockey first. Forwards, sometimes, like your Sidney Crosbys and so forth, can just hit the ground running. I think even Sidney Crosby might have had a year of junior hockey. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know for sure. But I do think we're better. I think we're a better team. I think we're a stronger team. And we're definitely a younger and cheaper team. Because someday some goalie's going to want the moon. And their team won't be able to give it to them. And I will. We don't have major free agents coming up. Which is good. I mean, we have Pickard. And I kind of like to re-sign him if he doesn't cost too much money. Even as a backup, Pickard would be pretty solid. And he's never been objectively bad. He's just never been great. He's ranged from pretty good to not as good. But we'll see. We might do that before we end the episode. We might take a quick look at free agents to be and make some decisions. Coach reports on new players. Everyone here is adjusting very quickly. That delights me. Yeah, he's not the greatest player, but I guess if he's happy, I'm happy for him. I guess. Right. Oh, I need to sign some scouts, don't I? I need a skills coach. Or not. I need a coach. I need a skills coach. Scout. I don't care about miscellaneous skills. So I think skills trainers mostly focus on physical training. What about like a Kirk? Doesn't coach offense, but that's not his job. He's here to be... I don't want you as a scout. I want you as a bloody coach. Here we go. Oh my god, Wes Raymond would be amazing. Do it. Where's my new best friend? Where's Wes Raymond? Here he is. Skill coach. Can I upgrade at defensive at coaching defenders? So Sasha Gonzalo is amazing at teaching prospects and teaching defensive skills, but he's not great at actually coaching defense. That's going to be the problem. I think I'll actually take Chris Chelios. I'll hire him just for now, and then we can see if I want to make him my dude or not. Scouting. We could use a couple more Canadian scouts. Let's see what we've got. Personnel. Free agents. Scouting. Scouts. Yep, you're a good choice. And let's maybe get like a Quebec one if we can. An Eastern Canada specialist wouldn't be a terrible choice. especially since he's cheap. And then, yeah, we'll hire you as well. Okay, continue. We'll continue up to the preseason start. If you're wondering, I don't want Chris Chelios to be my defensive trainer yet. I want to see what happens if we just let him improve a little bit. Starting for Chris Chelios being one of the best defensemen of all time. Something to think about. Who was his partner on the Red Wings? It was Chelios and a more offensive-minded defenseman. I can't remember. Yeah, I don't remember. But there was someone else on his line. And the other guy, I think, might have been Russian or something. And he played for like 1,000 years. Not 1,000 years. A little bit less than that. Kostin got better. Belyayev got better. I want you now. He's going to be 23 if he comes to the when and if he comes to the NHL. Oh, the good news means they get him on his entry level deal for longer. The bad news is he's not going to be as good for as long. I'll get him for 3 or 4 really good years, assuming he doesn't just keep signing with Russia and then I never get him again. But I think as long as he doesn't sign in America, I think it'll just keep rolling over my rights. I think that's how that works. I don't know, though. Some parts of hockey, especially free agency, are a little bit more obscure to me. Danielson, the Dragon, got a little better. Oh, he's playing hockey in Asia? That I did not expect. Sure. Oh, now it looks like we're playing in Asia. I had no idea China even had hockey leagues. I guess it makes sense. The country's got 1.34 or 1.4 billion people. Surely some of them have to play hockey. But right. So yeah, I'm not positive how NHL free agency works. It's again something else that might be worth looking into. And that's another thing I'd like to see Madden Franchise Hockey Manager for. Just make things like that clearer. I think it's really cool that they make the idea that players have like a personality of their own. But I just want to be able to predict for stuff like that. I might not have drafted him if I would have known. I would have been stuck with him in Russia for like 5 years. Or just like a glossary. There might actually already be that in the FHM 3 manual. I haven't taken a very close look at it. I guess I'm kind of proud of JOST for actually finishing his degree, hopefully, at North Dakota State. Is there even a North Dakota State? I wonder if they can actually use real NCAA schools in an FHM 3. Just like, I don't know if you know this or not, there hasn't been a NCAA football game in a long time because of a lawsuit where they decided that they can't profit off of, the players of the NCAA suggested, if you put my face on the cover of the game, even if you try to pretend it's not me by just not giving my name, I should get some money for that. And they're all like, nah, you don't need money. You're a college student. You don't need to eat every day. And then, as a result, they can't make college sports games anymore because the NCAA doesn't want to pay for it, which is really not very nice of them, but there's not much you can do about that. Because the players wouldn't let them make a game unless they got some money for it, and they decided that your value's your education, and I totally get that. Alright, he got a little bit better. I totally understand why people would say something like that, because a college education is tremendously valuable. But it's not a guarantee. And the fact remains that he got a whole lot better, that a lot of people that play collegiate sports are people who are really good athletes and maybe not committed to going to college for the degree. And so they choose a degree or they don't even graduate. They choose a degree that won't get them a very good job or they don't even graduate. A lot of kids, right or wrong, put all their eggs in the athletics basket. And in order to do that, they have to be up super early in the morning. One of my students, when I used to teach in college, had to be up at like 4:30 in the morning for practice. And they have to be good athletes. And they have to be good students. And they get no money. They don't get paid. And to me, that seems wrong. Two-toe hockey. Oh, well done, Alex Palmer. Well done. And to me, that seems really unfair. If graduate students can get stipends, if kids can win scholarships, just let them have some money each month just so they can buy food. So they don't have to take part-time jobs on top of everything else, or even full-time jobs, especially if they have children. I just think it's ridiculous, and it's really silly of the NCAA. I know why they're doing it, because they want to make as much money as they possibly can, but it just seems so silly to me that they wouldn't spend money. And they don't get benefits either. If you break your leg and you can't play football anymore, or you can't play baseball anymore, or whatever, you might just lose your scholarship, and then you've got nothing to show for it. So, long story short, I don't know if they can use actual schools in FHM. I don't know how that works. It's possible. Get some improvements here. Ilya Sorokin. Oh, so there's not going to be any there's not going to be any All-Star game this season. I guess there is. That's weird. But it's the Olympics. I don't know. But yeah, that's always bothered me about the NCAA, that they don't just want to pay their athletes. You don't have to pay them much. They're going to live in a dorm, and that should be covered by their tuition, most likely. You just give them, like a little bit of money each month so they can afford a car and just not have a part-time job. Even $1,500 a month or something would be really good, and I think totally fair. See, he's actually losing his skill. That's not great. That is not great. But it's just really frustrating to me. Just because I know so many kids work so hard to get to that level, and then nothing comes of it. And you could say, if they make the NFL, if they make the NHL, if they make baseball, they're going to make a whole crap ton of money. Absolutely true. I don't disagree with you. But, and this is a big but, a lot of them aren't going to make it. It's just pure statistics. So there's 23 skaters on every team in the NHL. or 23 players, excuse me, on every roster, which includes goalies. Just for the sake of argument, well, I can do some math. We've got time. 23 times 32. I don't have a pen. I'm sorry. I'd have to have a pen to do that right now. But 20 times 32 would be, what, 640? So add another 50 or 60 to that, and you know how many spots there are. But there's hundreds of NCAA programs, and a lot of them don't offer hockey. I'll be totally honest with you. The vast majority don't. And it's just... And then you have schools that try to teach their athletes, practice is the only thing that matters. Don't try to get a real degree. It might hurt you. I don't know. I want to take a look at these emails we're getting. Okay, so let's take a look at these emails. Okay, Johannesson. His parents weren't terribly creative people. Oh, hello. It's not worth it. It's not worth claiming him because he's not useful right now. Let's go ahead and push on to the preseason. So just like normal, now that my ranting is done for the moment, we will go ahead and we'll do our scouting and our training and our setting the rosters and all that good stuff. But, yeah. I just don't know what to think about this season to come. Could be good. Could be bad. We shall have to see what works out. A lot will depend on JOST, I think. If he can do what I think he can and start to drive the second line, and assuming the AI doesn't say, let's just make him a left wing and put him on the first line, that'll really help, I think. And just getting people like Rantanen more opportunities, I think we'll get a chance to see them shine. Especially Svechnikov. He was a first-round draft pick, and seeing him thrive would be really, really good. I don't know if FHM takes this into account, but it might also convince Kostin to sign faster. Not that he can. He's got that contract for, 2-3 years? I don't remember now. Really bizarre. Yeah, I didn't think they had All-Star... the All-Star break in seasons where they had the Olympics. Huh. Well, it would be in 2022 most likely, so maybe they just do the qualifying... Yeah, that's got to be early Olympic pre-qual. Yeah, because it should be 2022 for the Olympics. Because 2014 is when we last had the Winter Olympics. And then we'll have it this year, 2018. Or next year, sorry, 2018. And then, yeah. Training Camp Development Report. Svechnikov did very well. Just a little less well. Mikko Rantanen. Grigorenko. Pickard even got a tiny bit better. Lundstrom's now a solid 2-star player. Josh Anderson's going to be a guy what rides the pine. Okay. So, let us begin with the scouting. Okay. I want to focus on prospects as much as we can. Draft eligibility, scout for potential, 16 weeks, and you'll do this on the West Coast. That's one weakness of Schaefer, by the way, is that the West Coast doesn't produce a lot of hockey people normally. So in that sense, it's less likely to work. Scout for potential on the East Coast. You will scout for potential in Ontario. And again, I would like to double cover, if I can, Ontario and Quebec. Joel Mackey will be covering Atlantic Canada, which we didn't cover at all last season. This is another potential place to find some quality players. Did I remember to tell you to do draft eligible? I did. Good. Good. Peter Forsberg will give me ability in Sweden. Or not Sweden specifically, but all of Nordic Europe. I've only got one Russia guy, so let's have him focusing on scouting the people that might enter the draft or might have rights available. That's the best use for his talents, I do believe. Jerome Messinero, he can cover Quebec for us. He can actually cover all the United States and Canada. Or, yeah, he covers the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League. You can check both of those. Alcade will also cover Quebec. Draft eligibility. There won't be any rights available. Do want to scout for potential, though. We'll have you cover the Western United States as well. Now, California is the most populous state, so having extra people to cover, even just California, would be very useful. Sanka can help us with the Eastern U.S. I wonder how you specialize in the Eastern United States when you're Canadian. I think they specialize in Canada, but who am I to say? You can get us Western and Southern Europe. Potential, draft eligibility, and rights. Grun is going to cover the NHL for us. I keep missing it. There it is. You're gonna... No, you know what? You can be our free agent scout. And then scout those guys for ability. Yeah, you'd be a much better choice for the... Okay, got 2 on Quebec. I do need another 1 on Ontario, but Heppel will cover Ontario. Although, actually... Yeah, let's get you scouting Ontario. No, you can just scout the NHL. I think that'll be fine. I don't need 2 people in Atlantic Canada. Scout for potential, 16 weeks. You know what? Actually, he would be better to scout for ability and then focus on impending free agents. You can help cover Ontario. And even though you're not as good at scouting rookies or potential, I think you'll still do things well for us. You're going to be focusing entirely on rights available and free agents that are coming up throughout Scandinavia. I don't need a third person, so you can help scout the NHL. Impending free agents. And we'll go ahead and have you check. No, you can't really check draft availability. Yep, this is fine. I'll just have 2 people scouting the NHL. Smith, 2 in Quebec, 2 in Ontario, 1 in Atlantic Canada. I don't have anyone in Western Canada, do I? You can cover Vancouver. I also don't have anyone in the. I also don't have anyone in the Midwest, but it's fine. Draft eligibility. Oh no, actually I can have Rich Porter cover the Midwest. That at least include places like Michigan, where there is quite a bit of hockey in the Midwest. It's quite popular. Okay. Scouting is done. Alright, we need to get some people dressed. So Fleury. Anderson's going to be the defenseman that's scratched. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. You get Rantanen, Grigorenko, Jost, Lundestrom, McKinnon, Sveshnikov. And then I've got to dress one of Greer, Jonah. Yeah, Jonah right now. He's already 3 stars. No, he's not. He's 2.5. But he still has room to grow where the other guy does not. So everyone is now dressed. And we'll have you put the team together. Good. So we're going to have Panarin, Duchesne, McKinnon on the first line, and that makes a lot of sense. I can't change this tactic, can I? Let's have you pick up two-way forward. I know it's not as useful, but he's not very good, just purely physical. Everyone else looks good. We've got some good pairs here. How good is Zadorov? He is 3 stars. Perfect. Perfect. And then, yeah, we'll see how Lundestrom does here. But Jost, you already have him there as our number 2 liner. We'll see how he does. Wait, what? Why on earth are they playing Sveshnikov here? Because you're making Jost the defenseman for the PowerPoint? Okay. Okay, we will be changing our power play. If this is what you're going to do with it. Motion 2, 3. Yeah, let's do this one. That's much better. That makes a lot more sense. Yeah, this makes a lot more sense. How do we look with that new power play? Just out of curiosity. We're at a 50. That's fine. Right, back to checking the lines. PK makes sense. Or goalie starts. Go ahead and focus again on starting the best goalie. Which should be Pickard, and it is. Perfect. Okay, lines are all set. We just need to set up our training. Okay. You can study mental stuff. It's fine. Anderson stinks and isn't likely to get a whole lot better. But we can drop you in for some defensive training and some skills training. Fantenberg is fine. Or perhaps Fartenberg. Shattenkirk is fine. Sboril, I'm fine with getting all the training. Let's get him... he's already at 15 for physical training. But we'll go ahead and we'll give him that too. Bear should at the very least have defensive training. I think quite highly of him, but we'll just do defensive for now. Orlov is fine as he is. Zadarov, only mental. I'm okay with that. Osblund, mental, physical, and offensive. Everything, that's fine. Greer, that's fine. Jonah should be getting some training. But maybe not. Rantanen, yes, keep training him. Duchesne. What about Sveshnik? No, you do not train him. He gets everything. He can even train to be a bloody goalie if he wants to. Why is McKinnon not happy? Level of competition. The NHL is too easy for you? Okay. He is in the NHL, right? Yeah, he is. Okay. It might just mean that he'll never get any better because he's just too good right now. I could see that being a thing. Oh, and you definitely need training, especially since you won't be getting as much playing time. Anyone we can take training away from? Duchesne's already almost 30. He's not going to get a lot better. Yeah, that's fine for now. And then I did want to check our possible free agents and see who, if anyone, we should be trying to re-sign. Should be restricted. Oh, you are unrestricted. We can think about what to do with you later on. Anderson can walk. Landeskog is good, but he's not that good. You are still a restricted free agent. Let's see how you do this season. Pickard, I would not mind renewing. Oh, he wants a lot of money. And I'm not willing to pay that much money for a goalie who's not elite. So we'll see what happens at the end of the season. We'll see. What does Rantanen want to renew? He basically wants this. He basically wants a slight. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll go ahead and just give you what you want. I'd like to see you stay with the team, and you wouldn't be making that much more money. What does Landeskog want to renew? Oh no. I will actually start considering trade talks with you again. I am not giving you $7 million a year. That's insane. You're not that good. Anything else? No. What is your contract? Yours expires in 2022, and so does Kostin's. So yeah, both these guys. I do need another center. Even if I just have him in the AHL. Let's go ahead and sign Cole Fonstad, offer him a contract, and then we'll just send him to the AHL. And as soon as he accepts it, we'll sign him to the AHL. I need a backup center. I can't only have 4 centers the whole season. I do have a lot of overall centers, though. I have a lot of centers. That's fine. That's fine. All right, everyone. Well, that is it for this episode, which I hope you have enjoyed. Please remember to like, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what you think of our chances this season coming up. And, of course, until next time.